It is incredibly satisfying to read manhwas where the MC trains disciples to be insanely overpowered, and they themselves are insane monsters too. From our first sect building recommendation to the part 2, I kept being asked for more. So, here's another sect building manhwas, though some are still new. Our first recommendation is I took over the demonic sect master. Our protagonist Wang Bai wakes up and finds himself somehow in a fantasy world, and after receiving a portion of his memories, he realizes that this body is that of the sect master of the demon sect, who has committed unthinkable crimes and made millions of enemies. Worst of all, he has lost all of his cultivation, and his disciples who hate him have all become big shots leading top forces in the world. This manhwa is filled with so much comedy, though the storyline is nothing new in the genre. Next, we have Tales of Demons and Gods. This manhwa follows the tales of our protagonist Nai Lai, a powerful demon spiritualist who met his demise at the hands of the almighty sage emperor. He thought that was it for him, but he unexpectedly regressed to when he used to be trash in his early years. With this chance, he sets out to prevent a series of unfortunate events in his life, and build a mighty force to help him in his fight against the sage emperor, and ultimately give us a satisfying show to follow. This is another super exciting sect-building manhwa not to miss.
As I have become the demonic ancestor, fans of system-based manhwa gather here. This manhwa follows the story of our protagonist Lin Tian. He was just a regular office worker on Earth. He is someone who finds life meaningful by helping other people. One evening on his way back from work, he dies while saving a little girl in an accident. But it is far from over for him as he gets reincarnated into the body of Lin Tian, the ancestor of the demonic path in a cultivation world. This manhwa's plot is quite enticing as our MC's new body has lost its initial power, so he has to focus on regaining his strength while avoiding his enemies who are looking to end his life. I find this manhwa way better than my disciples are big villains since they have similar plot lines. Next, we have Cultivator against Hero Society. Crazily overpowered MC's fan club. Come and look at this. This manhwa follows the story of our crazily overpowered main character Yan Sen. Before he was 100 years old, he had already reached a level that will take thousands or even millions of years for others to achieve. Because of how OP he was, his sect was attacked and everyone in it was exterminated. He was then ambushed and sent to a different dimension from where he was prevented from returning to his own realm. After drifting into the void for a long time, he arrives on Earth and finds a hero society. This manhwa is gripping with its plot as the protagonist settles down on Earth and revives cultivation in hero society. Though reading manhwas with different elements can be tiring sometimes, this one did a good job by perfectly mixing cultivation and superpower concepts.
Next, we have My Disciple Became the Great Demon Empress. After many years of seclusion, our MC Yishen's cultivation level has greatly increased and his physical body has become immortal. However, the moment he walked out of the mountain gate, he was completely dumbfounded by crazy events. During his seclusion, his first disciple became the Empress of a demonic sect, commanding millions of demonic cultivators and about to hold a sacrificial ceremony. The second disciple became the infamous bloodthirsty assassin. As long as you give him enough money, he will accept the mission. As for the third disciple, he became the Poison Supreme. With a pinch of his hand, he can control thousands of puppets. As if that was not enough, his name had already spread throughout the continent, and he had become the ancestor of great evil that make both mortals and gods tremble in fear. This is another gem that promises to be awesome, though it is still new.
Next, we have I Have a Blade That Can Cut Heaven and Earth. This manhwa tells the story of Lin Dao. Though he was the strongest heavenly emperor, in his pursuit of comprehending the supreme blade heart, he dispersed his cultivation to start anew. However, he was betrayed by his partner Wang Zioner, leading to a change in the heavenly throne. At the brink of death, he comprehended the supreme blade heart, after which his soul lay dormant for thousands of years before awakening and possessing an abandoned disciple of the heavenly sword sect. Coincidentally, the abandoned disciple was sent to the Divine Blade sect as a scapegoat to be executed for a crime he didn't commit. Lin Dao then used the Divine Blade sect as his base after taking over and starts preparing for his revenge. Next, we have My Disciples or Super Gods. MMORPG genre lovers gather around. This incredible manhwa follows the journey of our protagonist Yi Yang. He was a game tester from Earth who found himself in a cultivation game he was tasked to test. The plot is that he transmigrated into the test account with maxed out stats for all professions. He then was tricked into reviving a sect, but soon found himself in a troublesome situation where he recruited a lot of female disciples. This story is quite gripping as our insanely overpowered main character trains his sect members into super gods. Before giving you last recommendations, here are a few honorable mentions like All Hail Sect Leader, which is one of my best recommendations, followed by Strongest Sect of All Time, which is a new manhwa.
We have I, the Demon Lord, and being targeted by my female disciples. Our MC Bai Feng transmigrated into an ancient Chinese-style dating game and became the Demon Lord Bai Kingling. And the Demon Lord in the game is cold-hearted and ruthless. In order to seek immortality, he cultivates the path of goo, making human puppets, and does all kinds of evil. What's even more hateful is that his 3 stunning female disciples are nothing but pawns to him. And our MC Bai Feng now possessed him in the final arc when he was about to be poisoned to death. This manhwa is a gem to binge read if you are a manhwa cultivation freak.
We have my apprentices are all female devils. Here we have another demonic master called Yubei. He wakes up after a slumber to find out that 300 years have already passed, and all his female demonic disciples have become powerful immortals. However, he on the other hand has regressed in strength and can't say for sure if some of his disciples won't skin him alive if they ever knew that. Thankfully, he got a system to help him get back on top of his game. Though I dropped this manhwa while reading because of the harem vibe I was getting, this might be a gem for this genre lovers, is The Time of Rebirth. This manhwa follows our MC Lin Yu, who crossed over to the Hungmang continent, but he was trapped on the same day for 100,000 years. No matter how he struggles, he will return to yesterday after dawn. Fortunately, in those 100,000 years, Lin Yu learned all the knowledge available, understood the secrets of countless sect powerhouses, and gradually admitted that he could not escape the cycle of reincarnation. However, on the last day of 100,000 years, Lin Yu took away the 7 Demon King's fiancé, cut off the arm of the son of a supreme elder. After this catastrophe, he found out that a new day had opened up for him. This manhwa, though, is a martial arts manhwa. I must say the harem troop creeped me out. But that is because I'm no harem fan, so yay, do check it out. Next, we have I Upgrade by Rewarding Apprentices. The story follows the journey of Yu Zhangfeng, who finds himself reincarnated into a cultivation world. He grew up in a small sect called Nine Sword Mountain, which was a low-level sect that protected surrounding villages. One day, the sect master, who also happened to be Yu Zhangfeng's master, was assassinated, but before dying, he sent his soul to make Yu Zhangfeng the new sect leader. He also informed him that another sect had challenged their sect, so he needed to prepare for the coming fight. Panicked, Yu Zhangfeng decides to flee, but he gets interrupted by the activation of the system. The system tells him that as long as he gives something to his disciples, the system will reward him with something that is at least twice the value of what he has given, and the maximum reward will be 10,000 times the value of what he gives. With the help of the system, Yu Zhangfeng quickly looks for disciples, and the story is about his journey as he constantly gets targeted by forces more powerful than him, forcing him to retreat most of the time. This is quite a good manhwa for casual readers. Lastly, we have Invincible after shocking my Empress wife. This sauce was dropped in December 2023, and it has quite the waifu. You might be wondering why I am recommending a baby that has just been born, but this manhwa is just so captivating at first sight that I could not help but share it with you. Our trashy protagonist is suddenly chosen as the husband of the Empress of the demonic sect and gets a system after shocking her. If you are looking for a manhwa with an overpowered main character, then don't look further. Do check it out and let me know what your thoughts are on our community tab. Now that I have given you this list, let me know in the comments section the name of your favorite manhwa. Do not forget to like and share this video with your friends. They might be looking for a new manhwa to read. Peace out.